Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. So we from Group 5 are going to talk about a global topic, which is banning single-use plastics a realistic solution to water pollution? This is our list of group members.
Hi there, my name is Shankar and I have Mr. Joshua here.
Hi.
So today we'll be talking about why should we ban single-use plastic in Malaysia. Mr. Joshua, do you have any opinion of why should we ban single-use plastic in Malaysia? Do you agree with the statement or not?
Okay, actually talking about single-use plastic, when it comes to plastic, we all know it's the problem of decomposing and all the stuff. And then why especially implementing that single use of plastic, because even though plastic is bad for environment or something, there's many stuffs are actually bad for environment as well, things we are using in our daily life. But when it comes to plastic, we have a lot of economically saving attributes from the plastic that most of the times, I think, like even for building things or we are crafting elements, we still need the use of plastic. Plastic is cheap in many ways, that's why we're using plastic. We can't like simply replace plastic with steel or any other elements that's more costly, because end of the day, like it's the everybody that can be used in that way. If we are still using all kind of the ceramic and glass bowls and plates, then I think that sometimes we need a change of plastic and plastic chopping boards rather than woods, because if plastic is bad, then cutting trees for making woods is also bad. That's bad for environment as well. If you're making all type of stuff like tables and chairs from woods, then I don't feel that's a very right thing to do. If you're talking about stop using plastic, like, so when coming to single use of plastic, it's actually the quantity it's what we are talking about. Because when you're using plastic to make a table or furniture, or even we are using it like for a paint or anything, we are using it for the long term. It's like plastic will be worked as like one element that we're going to use for our things like metal or anything. But when it comes to single use, it's the excessive of production and the lifespan. For example, straws. Straws and like plastic bag, like everywhere we go, like the normal, like the kedai winci or anything, that they give plastic for packaging, it just be used like one time to just carry it for a very little bit of distance. Like for example, you're buying like a water bottle, like few mineral waters, then they're giving you the plastic, just going to bring it until to your car maybe, or until you use that product inside the plastic. If you're buying a food, then once the food is finished, then you're going to throw it. Probably not even going to use the plastic fully for 1 hour, but that usage is consuming a lot of waste land that we need to be used for decomposing or to make it no more. So that's where it's actually coming to the topic to ban single-use plastic. It's like coming with the mass production and the usage limit. But you know, sometimes that we are very used to it and we can't actually just get rid of it. Like for example, you don't want to use straw. Why we invented straw? Because we don't want our teeth or our tongues to get decreased by the cold waters we're drinking. If it's hot water, if it's warm water, then we just use mouth. We are using that in our house, but we're using when we are drinking cold beverages, that's where we actually need the straw. That's actually the necessity of the straw, that they invented the straw. But when you're talking about banning straw, okay, yeah, it's now it doesn't serve the purpose. But when you're replacing it with paper straws, is using paper straws is healthy? I'm not really sure. I'm not expert in that topic. But using paper for straws, like I think bunch of papers that you're making the straws, people use it. They don't like in Malaysia. I talk about Malaysia, that they're not recycling.
Yeah, true. Adding on also, using plastic straw, using paper straws also, you only can use it for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Plastic straw, you can use a long period of time.
Yeah. So it's like paper straw, like you just keeping it on the water, it's going to, it actually affect the taste sometimes.
Yeah, sure.
And then it's also like at one moment, like it dissolves in the water and you don't even
can indulge with the drinks,
and you don't feel like using the vapor. So then it's like, what is the purpose of, like, a replacement doesn't supposed to make your life hard. We invent things, and eventually we need to innovate things to make our life easier. Not only our life, but environment as well. But the implementation of paper straws and paper bags, I don't think so that's a proper replacement. If we are really going on for replacing plastic, single use of plastic, then we need to find a proper innovation. Before banning, I think we need to have a proper solution. Without having a proper solution, if you're banning something, it's actually make your life miserable.
Yeah.
Because you're not banning or you're not removing something from people's life that is unnecessary. If there are other things that people are fighting for ban, like to ban some animals or ban some products, that causes like a negative impact for people's life. That's an unnecessary element. But plastic have been provide a very necessity in people's life. We are got very easy from the invention. So to take away that invention, we need to have a perfect or a very good replacement for it. You can't just simply make like paper. We make a paper plate. So paper plate, we can stop plastic. We are inventing these stuffs are very temporary. It doesn't really going to solve the problem. So like my opinion on this, before you're talking about a ban, think about the solution. Like what are you going to really replace with? Look at like some stalls, like they are, for the sake of the rules, they will be using paper straw, but even they are not happy with it. When they are doing it, like how they say, like the night markets, like the bazaars, like they having their packaging. You force them to not use plastic gloves. You don't force them to use the plastic packaging. It's actually affecting them in an economical way, because when they will have to go for an alternative packaging from plastic, then they have to invest more.
It costs more.
Yeah, it's costing more, so it's actually affecting their profit. But if they want to maintain their profit and then they charge the packaging for the customers are unhappy as well. So like, either you bring up a proper solution, or you need to educate. But educating people, it doesn't really work, because like end of the day, you don't educate someone to make their life hard. It have to be beneficial for both parties. Yeah. Why there are people still producing plastic? Because it benefits them. We have demands for plastic.
It's cheap.
First thing is it's cheap. It's cheap. When you're ordering in bulk, then it's easier. Okay, we ban styrofoam. Okay, styrofoam is also really very bad for health. Okay, that one we accept. We agree that we don't want the polystyrene, we don't want any polyesters to be affecting on foods or packaging. Okay, that one is like 100% agree, because it affects you health in a health like regions, and it's bad for the consumers. Like it actually causes harm for you.
Yeah, true.
But plastic, like overusing of plastic and using plastic for all the time, like the overheating of plastic, that induce chemical to the food. But that one is,
I think it'll be less dangerous compared to styrofoam.
right now everything is dangerous. Even like you using a wooden spoon, maybe I got say people using like wooden spoon or something, but are you sure that all the wooden spoons are being genuinely clean? Because wood, if that would have like different type of fungus or different type of bacteria there, then that's definitely going to cause you health problems, which we're not going to find it ever. We're not going to find the reason that people got the disease because of that wood spoon.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to find that, because it's going to take like very long implementation to know that.
Yeah, true.
And also, I don't think personally paper is an alternative for plastic. You really need to find something else, or else we have to more focusing on the main problem. Why are we banning plastic? Because of the decomposition problem. Focus on decomposition rather than production. If the decomposition problem is solved, like there's a research has been happening, there's people are finding out that the microorganism that can decompose, the bacteria can decompose, then we have to invest on that more than we are finding an alternative. I think like it's been years that people are
In this research.
they are doing these kind of ban plastic alternative for plastic, but it's not working out. If that's the best solution, it's supposed to at least worked on at one specific place. We can't change the whole world, we can't change the whole nation in one day or in 1 year.
No.
But a specific reason, like a reason, if something starting from like we're talking in USM right now, if you are starting up in USM, if USM adapting to that, then everybody in USM is happy with that, then okay, that thing is a success. If these people are not aware of that in other regions, but in our region, we are happy with it. We are happy with the change.
I think
That's where the success comes actually.
I think that now currently the USM implemented a rule that we are banning single-use plastic. So now we cannot use like plastic straws or plastic bottles.
Yeah.
It's a good stepping stone for us to create awareness about single-use plastic. But I do think when implementing this in a larger, wider scale, like to our nation, I think we should have a more concisive agreement and solution than banning a plastic for this thing. Maybe education-wise or any other motive should be taken to overcome this issue. Do you agree, Mike?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Actually, we're talking about like this, the USM implementation. When you're talking about single-use plastic, coming back to the packaging as well, people who are affecting is the students and the cafe operators. Okay, I'm not talking bad of this implementation. It is good. It is something they're doing for sustainability. It is trying to educate people to have their own, because I think the Campus Sejahtera Society, they have given good the steel straws and all the stuff. We have the facilities we are using. It's just up to students, they're not adapting. So that one can blame the students. That one is like it's a try and error at the starting. But for this part of issue, I think we should focus more on waste management. Like how many of us are actually following the recycle? How many recycle items that we are throwing are actually being recycled? Like when implementing about this ban, single-use plastic ban in the campus, how many public trash cans are accessible to the students here? I think for me, in the buildings, they have trash can, but when you're walking in the campus roads and the bus stops, I'm not really that much of accessible to the recycle bins. And all the trash is going in one place, and all the trashes are being packed in plastic bags as well. We all go, like all the trash is going to be one place, and I don't feel that not talking about USM but Malaysia have not reached the level of waste management knowledge yet. We need to actually focus more on waste management. It's not about plastic. It's about glass. It's about actually nearly everything. Like, because we have wet waste, like our food waste, those wastes are different. But dry waste that actually can be managed in very well manner. If you don't have a proper disposable center, a disposable place, of course from my room, if any batteries, the used batteries or the spoiled earphones, I want to throw the same trash can where I throw my food as well. So we have to focus more on, I'm coming back to the waste management over and over, because this problem is being a problem because of the waste management issue. It's not the user production. Am I correct?
Yeah, I think I agree with your idea. I think we can conclude that, I think single-use plastic is not the main reason that we should ban it. I think we, as a people of the nation, we should have a better solution than banning the plastic. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
So I think we can conclude our discussion from here. Thank you, Mr. Nusrat.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Hi there, thank you for joining me today. But before that, how can I address you?
You can call me Afiq.
Okay, Afiq, thank you for joining me today. I would love to have your thought and global issue about how single-use plastic can affect our waters and environment. So first thing, when it comes to the waste in the environment, especially things that we throw away every day, what kind of item that come into your mind first?
I think it can probably came from plastic waste such as plastic bags, bottles and straws.
Yes, that's correct. Plastic bags, bottles and straw are really common in our daily life. It also known as a single-use plastic as it designs to be used once and then thrown away. So have you ever thought where all these plastics and trash will be end up after we throw it away?
I haven't thought too much about it, but what I know is some of them goes into landfills and ends up in the ocean.
Yes, that's correct. All of them will end up in the ocean, landfill and also river. That's why some people support the idea of banning single-use plastics. So what is your opinion on this approach?
From my opinion, it's a good idea to ban the usage of single-use plastic to reduce the amount of trash that ends up in the river and ocean. The less amount of trash are around, so there will be less chance for them to polluting the water.
Yes, because most of studies shows that plastic waste reduction can really help in water pollution. So, do you think that there will be any alternative available for people to use if we ban single-use plastic?
From my opinion, I would suggest the usage of reusable water bottles and bags. Me personally already start using the reusable water bottle. It will take some times for us to remember to bring the water bottles every day or every time. But once it's a habit, it won't be hard.
Yes, great idea. I really appreciate for you to make these small changes. I think if most of us start doing this little thing, it can make a big difference over the time. So I think that's all for today. Thank you, Afiq, for joining me. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Amira Maisara. You can call me Maisara. Can you introduce a little bit about yourself?
Okay, hi Maisara. My name is Amiruddin bin Mustafa. You can call me Encik Amir. I am 47 years old.
So today we are exploring about a topic of banning the single use of plastic. Do you think that it is a realistic solution to water pollution?
Okay, it is an interesting topic, but I think banning single-use plastic can be impactful. There are some practical limitations. Reducing plastic waste is crucial for a clearer waterways, but it is not the only solution that we need.
So Encik Amir, why do you think single use of plastic are a significant issue when it comes to water pollution?
Single-use plastic are problematic because they do not break down easily. Instead, they are fragmented into microplastic, which contaminate the water and harm aquatic life. Plus, these plastics are lightweight and they travel easily, ending up in rivers and oceans.
So I understand about your point just now. You said that it is quite the single use of plastic is quite problematic. So, however, some people think that banning the single use of plastic might be too extreme and destructive. What do you think about it?
I see the point. A full ban could be challenging, especially in industries heavily rely on single-use plastics. Plus, in places where alternatives are not widely available, a sudden ban could make everyday activities harder or be more expensive.
Yes. So I understand that it will be quite challenging for us to completely ban the single use of plastic. So, do you suggest a partial ban of those plastic?
A partial ban could be a good step. For example, banning items like plastic and straw bag. Alongside this, we still need to work on waste management, recycling, and promote reusable items. This combined effort could be a better solution to the problem.
I see. Okay, so you mentioned about some alternatives. So, are there any sustainable options that we can use to replace those single use of plastic?
Yes, alternatives like compostable material, plant-based plastic, and reusable containers can be effective. However, sometimes alternatives have their own environmental impact, so we need to be more cautious.
So, Encik Amir, do you think that banning a single use of plastic will make people more aware about the plastic pollution?
Absolutely. A ban sends strong message and raise awareness, encouraging people to rethink their habits. It is a clear signal that plastic pollution is a crisis, which can inspire individuals and businessmen to seek out sustainable practice.
So thank you Encik Amir for sharing your insight. So now it is clear that banning a single use of plastic can be a solution, but we need a balanced approach so that it can make a greater impact to our water pollution. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome.
That's all from us. Hope you guys enjoy watching our video. Thank you for watching.